how fitting would it be in true Cardano fashion if all these people were saying that ADA was dead, it was going to zero, nobody was going to adopt the Cardano blockchain, and then like it always does, it has perfect timing and it's had the foresight to get these rollouts in play just as the market starts to wake up. Are we in fact seeing that now? Could this in fact lead ADA to see some of the best performance it's had yet in this market cycle? That's what I want to talk about in this video with you guys. It's very interesting how this is all coming together. So if you are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. I was trying to think about the best way to introduce this video, and this all stemmed from a post that I saw yesterday. This was actually from DZ, and a lot of the discussion as of late has been surrounding major stable coins in the Cardano ecosystem. And we obviously know, like I mentioned earlier, and like we talked about the other day, that USDC may in fact be coming to Cardano. What's interesting is that DZ actually looked at when Solana ended up getting a USDC integration. And what we actually saw Solana at that time do was run from $3.50 to over $45. All right. Could we in fact see ADA go on a 10x run, a 12x run like we saw from Solana? It's possible. I would argue that right now in this market cycle, we've seen conviction on the rise. ADA has more holders than it had earlier on this market cycle. We've been setting stronger floors as the cycle has progressed. There's less supply available on exchanges. The ecosystem has all been rolling out. And could this launch of USDC actually coincide with several other things taking place? Now, first of all, let's talk about the charts here for just a moment, because right now we are getting a bullish weekly cross on stochastic RSI. We are also at the same time seeing the MACD start to flip around. See how this is waning and it's a lighter red. It's showing a change of direction. We're also seeing RSI begin to flip around. A lot of these things are showing on the weekly, on a longer term perspective, that we might be on the verge of a somewhat major reversal. Now, here's what I will say is we have seen times where this has been kind of a fake out, and we have to watch and see if this is a weekly or a fake out on a bigger, broader timeline. All right. Now, that being said, the last time we saw something like this take place was actually back here in April, which marked a major bottom for the crypto market. We had a bullish stochastic RSI cross on the weekly. We had the MACD starting to flip around. We had RSI starting to flip around, and that actually led ADA to do, gosh, what was it? A 71% run. All right. So we might be on the verge right now of not just a major ADA correction, but a major market correction. And it's going to take I think a while for this to really get into motion, because again, you're trying to kick all the PTSD, you're trying to kick all the negativity from the market, but we have a lot of things taking place in a short period of time just within the Cardano ecosystem alone. All right, we have the midnight redemptions, a claim. I'm not even claiming. Yeah, we'll call it redemptions. That's starting to take place December 8th. So yes, you will in fact be able to claim your night token. Not claim. Claim is not the right word. You'll be able to start getting your allocation of night tokens. And remember, there's a rollout phase for this. It's not all at once. And I will be doing videos. I had somebody ask me about this when that time does come to show people how to do it. But we have that taking place on December 8th. We have Ouroboros Laos coming. We have the midnight launch, right? The ecosystem. We have a potential USDC integration coming. So could this in fact be the kickstart to a major Cardano boom? It's possible, right? I wouldn't slough that off as nothing. And in fact, right now, I would argue that Cardano, apart from maybe, BTC, has one of the louder narratives in the crypto space. It's got a lot going on right now. All right. And sometimes being the loudest when the space is kind of quiet is exactly what you need to kickstart major, massive rallies. And if anybody remembers, if anybody was around last market cycle, we watched ADA do some pretty incredible things as the true alt season, the true part of the bull market really kicked off. And obviously going back to some of my other videos, we've kind of been in a bear market this whole time. We've had no PMI expansion. We haven't seen an altcoin market expansion. Could this in fact be the point where capital that wasn't in Cardano and is in other assets start to rotate to ADA, making it an outperformer? It's very possible, right? There's a lot of stuff pointing to this potentially being the route that we're going down. Now, again, I'm not saying this is going to happen for sure. I'm not trying to get carried away on this really small blip on a cross here, a weekly candle that's only up 5.3%, right? That's not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to pump hopium into people. But I will say this timing is very convenient for what Cardano has going on, where it in fact may be some major wind in our sails, where we're no longer fighting against the stream. The current is actually taking us exactly where we need to go, if that makes sense. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do you think that this USDC integration can lead Cardano or ADA to do a 10x? And just for some context, just so people don't freak out, that basically took place from January through, I believe it was about May or so. So this is months of appreciation in terms of price. It takes a while for it to all play out. Obviously, that was in a bull market as well, and so maybe even these things that we're dealing with in crypto right now, all this news that we're seeing, maybe this is the exact thing that kicks off major adoption in the crypto space as well. So appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you in the next one. Take care.